Welcome to another rendition of Rod Talks. Hello, everybody. I'm Rod Lyman. How are we doing today? Just a rhetorical question, I guess. Today, I have somebody that I've been wanting to talk to. I've been wanting to get her on this beautiful podcast for a long time now, and I finally have her here. I have her live in my studio, all to myself. She's got this beautiful smile. She's got this beautiful aura about her. She's just a beautiful soul. Her name is
Erica Trudell.
Hello, Erica. Hello.
Hello, Rod.
What
a nice intro. I appreciate it. Thank
you.
you.
Like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're pretty famous around here. So a lot of people talk about you, and so let's talk about that a little bit on this famous person you are.
Oh my! I don't even know how to broach that.
So what do you do for a living, honey? What is your actual calling?
That's a good question. What I currently do right now, I'm a personal trainer and a health coach. I have a passion for, post-rehab exercise, postural alignment, core strength, basically improving lives. But I do feel that there is more. And I guess during the shutdown, you kind of have a lot of introspection. And so, yeah, I'm also a Reiki healer.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know. We'll see what direction things take me. I'm quite happy with where I'm at, but I just know that there's more.
There is always more.
More.
Yes. So you're quite fit yourself, isn't that correct? How did you get there?
Oh, wow. That's a long question.
It's a long question or a long answer?
Yeah, long answer. Sorry, long day. So, no, you know what? I was always active. I was always passionate for being physically active in like softball. I played for years. I liked 2-on-2 beach volleyball, cross-country track. I really found that I loved weightlifting. Like,
oh, wow.
I love the feeling of it, the power, feeling empowered. I was good at it. But I always felt like if I were to get into that field, that I would have to be a gym teacher.
Right.
And so I didn't want to be a gym teacher. So I
can't see you a gym teacher.
No, not my giggy.
No.
But don't get me wrong. Teenagers crack me up.
Right.
I have coached and trained teenagers. I absolutely love them.
Right.
And but I couldn't do it day in, day out, I don't think.
I can't see you doing that.
No, not my calling.
Nope.
So years later, I almost went into electronic engineering,
Yeah.
technology. And I was actually in the office signing up for my classes, and there was just a problem with the money issue side of it. And my whole future changed. So I went into science instead, and health sciences. And it was one thing after another. I was hired to be an aquatics instructor, and I was trained first in aquatics fitness. And then the owner of this private gym said that she wanted me to teach a hardcore flex class. And I'm thinking, who, me? I was like a little pudgy. I had a belly gut.
Pudgy?
I was chubby. I was
More
a chubby
pudgy than
bunny.
me.
Nope, chubby bunny. Yep.
More pudgy than me?
Well, no.
That's a loaded question. Oh my gosh, I almost got an answer out of you. I almost did.
I would have to be honest.
I would have to be fat,
honest,
weren't you?
No. No. In fact, I call myself just a little. I was a chubby bunny, and so no, I've lost.
This is Erica now.
Lost
getting
quite a
away
bit
from
of
the
weight.
question.
Quite a bit of weight. But no, so I learned, I just learned along the way. I had great teachers, and I ended up getting more fit and in shape. I'm 5'3". I had gotten up to 160 pounds. And, wasn't a good marriage, and I think I just ate through depression and shielding my emotions with food. And so when I started to heal myself, is when I started to get back into my passions. And, that one owner of a gym just saw something in me, I guess, and she decided to take me on. And I had like the best instructors train me. And then I just got certified and another certified, and my degree. And so I now am a personal trainer. I was a Red Cross instructor, certified in aquatic fitness. I received 2 personal training certifications, corrective exercise specialist, performance enhancement specialist, and then other little certs that go along. So I just absolutely love it. I absolutely love it.
So there's more to you than just that pretty face.
I know, don't tell many people. I've got quite the brain in there.
You do. I've
kind of a
always
geek.
said you're smart.
I know, I'm a geek. I'm a nerd.
You are, and that's what I like about
That's
you.
okay. I embrace
that's
my
okay.
nerdiness now.
Embrace your
I didn't like
nerdiness.
it when I was back in school. I didn't. I wanted to be the cool, wild one instead of to the sweet girl.
So speaking of sweet girl, let's
Yeah.
let's add your spirituality into this. Okay, now.
Okay.
So you got this drive to better yourself in the physical form and everything else. What kind of drive did you have for your spiritual?
Do you know what is so funny?
What
I
is
didn't
so
think
funny?
much of it, but now I'm thinking I might have been a little different. When you're young, you always go, I want to be a ballerina. I want to be a fireman.
Yep.
Well, my grandmother, when I was younger, well, even when I got older, she would always send me like Bible storybooks, right? And I remember reading one, I was about 8 years old, and where Jesus was healing people.
Oh, yeah.
And I went, I want to do that. I want to heal people. I want to make people feel better. I want to, if they have cancer, get rid of it, whatever. I want to make people better. And, why wouldn't anyone want to do that, right?
Exactly.
Why wouldn't any 8-year-old want that? So, but that just really stuck with me through all the years. And, it's something I'm still honing.
Well,
You know.
in a lot of ways, you are the healer that you've set out to be. But sometimes the universe doesn't always give us things the way we think they're supposed to be, right? So you are, though. But you have this ability to inspire people and heal people in many different ways. And I've seen that in many different ways. You've inspired me in that. I looked
That's
at
awesome.
you. I looked
Thank
at you. And
you.
I was like, and since I've looked at you, I've lost how many?
13 pounds.
13 pounds.
I'm very proud of you. Right? Right?
Yes. So the exciting part about this is that I've lost some weight. I've feel better about myself. I want to get out there and do more things than that. That's healing, honey. I mean, I've always been an active person. That the reason that I became inactive is because I had a heart attack, and then medication. Medication is, I'm going to say, the number one worst thing could ever happen to anybody is them having to take medication.
Yeah.
And so the medication, within 3 months, I gained 35 pounds in 3 months. This is devastating to people. So if you want to know what kind of a healer you are, you're the type of person that came into my life, and I was like, you know what? I want to change. I want to feel better about myself. I want to inspire like you did. You inspired me. I want to inspire more people like you do. So this is the healing part of you. This is that Jesus conscious energy that you carry around you. You're a healer, honey. So through and through a healer.
No, you can manifest, can't you?
You can. Yes, you can.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely. I can't keep up with you on hikes, but you know, that's okay. For now.
I like that.
For now.
Yes.
Because just wait.
I'll tell you. I feel like I'm quoting Martin Luther King Jr. when I say I have a dream, and my dream is, my first dream was to see, of course, all my friends feel the health and vitality that I feel now, and I would love to see like my entire graduating class. If they're overweight, lose weight. If they, have a metabolic disease that can be reversed, do that just to find the best, most healthiest version of themselves.
I like that.
I mean, wouldn't that be incredible?
That would be the most incredible thing.
Oh my
wouldn't
gosh, that would be fantastic. Because the saddest thing is, when I do health assessments and they're people my age, and they have so many health issues. It's like I just want them to feel as good as I feel right now. You know, I want them to be able to do the things that I do and have the life. They look at me, I want them to have the same thing. Does that make sense?
No, that makes total sense.
Okay.
I mean, that's exactly what I want too. I mean, that's why I got into the field I did too, because when I look at somebody how they walk or whatever else structurally and that, I want to fix them right away, and that I want them to feel better about themselves because. So I've broken 32 bones in my body, and that.
It's a lot of bones.
Yes, and I've broken my hands twice, and I use my hands every day. So my hands should not be as usable as they're supposed to be. But I figured out how to help myself to become a better person, to be able to use my hands and how to do things and that. And that's what I want to help the world with too.
You remind me of Dr. Strange.
Yes, I am strange. So, yeah, exactly. Oh my God, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, Dr. Strange, man. He crushed all his fingers and look at.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. Yeah, not one finger will straighten out, but it's all right.
That's your energy finger.
Yeah.
It's your power finger.
My power hand.
There you go.
So, because of what's been going on in this world, everybody talks about the negativity, what's happening, and the negative thing aspect of that. But I want to ask you, what is there in this world? What can I do to keep myself healthy so I won't get sick? What is it that I need to do?
You know what? From everything that I've read, from everything that I intuitively feel, from my experience, my education, listening to other people in the field, without a doubt, it's okay. Number one, reducing the sugar.
Okay,
Sugar kills your
absolutely.
immune system.
Yep.
You just have to. If it says added sugars, you know what? Just eliminate it, and that includes artificial sweeteners. No more, diet pop. They have Zevia. You can, have that. They have the bubbly water. So sugar, just really try and take as much out as possible. For fruit, people ask me about fruit sugar. 3 servings of vegetables to 1 serving of fruit. Okay, it can't be. I've known a lot of people that go, "Oh, I eat like 9 servings of vegetables and 1 or 2 serving, or flip that fruit and 1 or 2 servings of vegetables," and I'm like, reverse. So with that, make sure and you can get a blood test to see where these levels are at. Your vitamin D, D3, your vitamin A. Vitamin C is water soluble, so. Your body can absorb up to 500 milligrams at a time. If you do like extended release, 1,000 milligram, that's, one thing. But you can crank out that vitamin C just all day long. Typically, rule of thumb, about 5,000 IUs of D3, 10,000 IUs of vitamin A. But again, you might want to get tested just to find out. A lot of people are deficient in vitamin D out here in Arizona. I was told by my doctor, because I'm like, how am I deficient? I got blood work. I was deficient. And she said, the air quality out in Arizona is very poor here in California. And she goes, so people actually, even if they're out in the sun all the time, those rays that give you the vitamin D are not coming through. And I found that very interesting because I was out in the sun all the time. I have olive skin. I really don't wear sunscreen. And nope, I had low levels. So, since I've taken care of my levels, I do take echinacea also.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
Take echinacea, immune system booster. Zinc, I personally don't take zinc right now. If I need a little boost, I'll take the zinc. And probiotics. I'm a huge probiotic, especially if I start to get a sinus, anything sinus. I know that I'm getting higher levels of Candida. So I go ahead and I take the doctor-formulated Garden of Life. They're in the refrigerated probiotics.
Oh, the refrigerated ones, yes.
Yep. I love those. It took me a year to find a good one. And to get a little personal, people ask me, well, how do you know that one's a good one? And I'm thinking, well, to be very honest with you, I had very high levels of Candida, and which cause a lot of feminine problems. And
Right,
so
absolutely.
after dealing with it for so many years and then just trying all these different probiotics, I finally found the doctor-formulated, Garden of Life probiotic. And I take 50 to up to like 150 billion strands, for my probiotic, for my gut health.
A lot.
Yep.
But that's good, honey.
Your immune system's in that gut, man. You got to
Absolutely.
take care of the gut.
Yeah.
And
So does that go along with the leaky gut syndrome and everything else that goes along with
oh, you know
that
what?
and
All the
everything?
processed foods,
Right.
all the sugary foods, all the chips and popcorn and, easy peasy dinners and, and we've all done it, please. I
How about
even do it,
Funyuns?
yeah. Huh?
How about Funyuns?
No Funyuns.
Why?
No.
What's wrong
You're
with
going
them?
to take
They're
those off your desk in
They're
2
gluten-free.
seconds. Yeah, the common go-to. I can have that cookie. It's gluten-free, even though it's more calories. Okay. But no, I mean, we've all been guilty of things. I'm a binger in myself, so I really have to watch
Right.
it. But I can tell when I don't eat what I should be eating. I can tell I feel like crap.
Right.
I
Exactly.
feel my immune system plummet. I feel off. And the cleaner you get, the more in tune you are with your body, and the more you can
Absolutely.
tell what hits you, what your body does not like. And I mean, in my case, I'm always having to watch it because I have such a ridiculously sensitive immune system and digestive system, and food is very
So
tricky with me.
So let's go with that because that's a good question here because I've been getting a lot of that with my clients and everything. Is they say that they have a tricky immune system and everything else and they go, should I be scared of catching the virus with a tricky immune system?
Okay, so with that, again, I would look at where your levels are, like where you are internally. Get a lab panel done. Find out where your health is right now.
Right.
For me, I did not know about vitamin A at the time. I did learn about the importance of vitamin A with the immune system.
Right.
I also learned that, when you hit your 40s, vitamin A starts to diminish. And that's why, right now with our elderly, what they say, it's worse with the elderly. Well, it's because their levels go down in A and D.
Right.
And so when they go down, now their immune system is more compromised. And a lot of times, from what I've seen in my field with my older clients, a lot of times it's a lot of bread products.
Yes.
A lot of bread products. Well, that's a simple starch. It metabolizes quickly into sugar. So here you are, you're getting the sugar, but you don't have those T cells, you don't have those nutrients to help fight. And so that's why things are going to attack the elderly more. Plus, if you have, like my sister-in-law, she's from Africa. She's very dark. She's from Nigeria, right? Any African-American, Hispanic, I have, a darker skin tone. Well, the sun's rays also make it more difficult to get through a darker skin person. It's like
Right.
a big sunblock barrier than somebody of lighter skin. So, honestly, anybody with a darker melanin in their skin, I would get my levels tested. So my mom, she has been taking vitamins. She's very active.
She's very beautiful too.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I think so too. Inside out. And but she is 69. She, was driving Uber. She was delivering groceries.
Right.
I mean, she's around people and she's completely fine.
Yeah.
But, she eats fairly well, but she makes sure that she gets her supplementation. She makes sure that, she has her labs, gets everything in place. So, I think honestly, now is the time for people to really reflect and go, is my health where it should be so it can protect me?
Right. Right.
That's, I think, the first and foremost. And, I know someone that she's terrified and she keeps, mask even if she goes outside. And if someone's in, she, outside, she'll run inside. But then she'll take off the mask and have a cigarette. And I'm like, wait a second. wait. That's not how that works. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I would take this opportunity right now. If people are seriously nervous about it or scared about it, well, I have type 2 diabetes or, I have hypothyroidism. Both of those can be reversed, but you have to work at it. You have to change your lifestyle. And I think that's the biggest thing that's hitting people right now is changing their lifestyles. I mean, heck, I've had to do reflection. Huge.
Nothing's going to go back to normal.
No.
This is the new norm, right?
Oh, it's even going to get weirder. It's
Really?
going to get weirder. I feel it. It's going to get weirder.
So, what would you say to the spiritual people out there that are just awakening and just coming to the realization of what's going on in this world, and that, this is a tough time right now to awaken?
Oh, my, yes.
And so, what would you say to them, honey?
Welcome.
Of course.
Congratulations on your awakenment.
Take me to your leader.
You know what? I just feel more right now than ever. We really need, I have been meditating and focusing on love more than ever.
Absolutely.
And just praying. And I just believe there is darkness out there, and it's in full effect right now. I'm not a religious person. I embrace everybody's path. But I do feel like there are things that are coming to fruition. And I really strongly feel like right now is the time to pray, to love, to get past our differences, and just really unite right now.
Unite is the big thing right now. The coexisting
Unity.
with everybody in humanity.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with that. I don't believe in the fear. And for me, I think fear creates something in our body that lowers our immune system and lowers who we are and everything else. That we have to just keep moving forward, and without fear, we're going to be okay no matter what. And we have to believe that. There has to be something within us. And that's what I'm talking about, the awakening people. I get a lot of awakening people that come into my office and say, what the hell's going on? Am I going crazy? Am I going nuts? What's happening to me? And we just talk about awakening. It's seeing the true light, it's seeing who they truly are. It's realizing that there's something else out there. There's something different. True awakening is understanding that and realizing that. True awakening is being able to know what's right and what's wrong, and by really just looking at it. My true belief, and I believe that this is for everybody to know, that the meek will inherit the earth. So it's us who send love, who use love, who understand compassion for others, and that those are the ones that are going to inherit this earth in every aspect, in every way.
Right.
Because love is the answer for everything.
Oh, it is.
It's the most healing aspect of everything. It's the idea, I love this body because I know it's a vehicle. I know it's been a vehicle for me. I have things I have to do. And I got it. And I didn't realize how much damage I've done to my body until I talked to you and started seeing things and feeling things like, okay, I need to work on this body because I had in my mind that this is it. This is the way it's going to be. I don't want it to be that way. I want it to work like it used to work when I played football and wrestled and all this stuff. I want to go back to that. That's the thing, is that none of this is normal anymore. But there's no fear in it. There's no fear in what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it. It's now just the love for everything.
Right. Right. Well, I'll tell you, Rod, on a different... I have to tell you, I was at the grocery store. You want to talk about witnessing fear firsthand. I'm at the grocery store, and all of a sudden, I'm at the, what do you call it? The meats or whatever, chicken. And
Meats and chicken place?
Meats, chicken, dead stuff on a
The
shelf.
butcher shop?
So I was at the grocery store, and all of a sudden, I smelled something, and it was Lysol. Now, I can't use chemical cleaners. They make me sick.
Wow.
Literally my throat starts to burn, my nose gets stuffed up. And that's what I was like, oh my gosh. And I felt like I was eating it. And as that's happening, I hear a man behind me go, okay, that is enough. Knock it off. I turn around, and he was walking away with his wife trailing behind. She had sprayed me with Lysol. And then my daughter smelled it. I was floored. I'm like,
gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm laughing about it.
That woman just sprayed behind me with Lysol. And I'm thinking, I am a very clean person. I'm like, I'm not neurotic over it, but I do wash my hands, I do bathe. I'm like,
you do look clean.
Right. Thank you. Thank you. I know how to groom. And so for someone to Because no, I was not wearing a mask. There are multiple reasons I don't, but I was not wearing one. And she was, and I saw firsthand her fear, but I also saw firsthand how pissed off her husband got when she did it.
I'll stop that. I can see that too.
It was too. She's trailing behind him. He was not happy.
Oh,
but
my gosh.
and then my daughter, of course, she was with me, and she's like gagging, and she can't take that. We don't
No.
use chemicals
No.
like that, and so, that held on to me for some days. This was like 3 days ago,
Right.
And
Wow.
I still am sitting there going, I can't believe some woman
Sprayed
sprayed me
you
with Lysol.
This is the new norm, honey.
This is the first time I've really been able to laugh about it, to be quite honest,
good.
because I'm so incredulous. But this is where fear takes people.
Absolutely.
I mean, and it's really been something to look in, because I don't watch the mainstream media.
No.
I refuse.
No, I do too.
And if people want to go, oh, you watch YouTube videos, you know what? That's where people are trying to get out the truth. That's where a lot of doctors and a lot of scientists and a lot of immunologists and a lot of virologists, they're out there. So I don't watch mainstream media. I watch other things.
Yes.
To get my education. So.
I listen to podcasts like this.
You know what? I also listen to Eckhart Tolle.
Who's he? Never heard of him. Just
You
kidding.
liar.
He's a fan. I'm a
liar.
fan of his. I like Eckhart Tolle.
He's very good.
Yeah, he's very good. And it's really funny is that there's a Lysol story that I had when I was in 4th grade. I had a teacher called Mrs. Lysol.
No, you did not.
Yes, that's what her name was, because she sprayed Lysol up and down as we're sitting there, and she sprayed us all down because she
No.
called us dirty kids.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, she sprayed us constantly. Every day.
That's very unhealthy.
We were sprayed with Lysol every day.
Do you know those affect your lymph nodes, the
Well,
fumes
yeah,
from the
absolutely.
Lysol?
Yeah, and actually one of the kids got deathly sick in the class, and she just disappeared. Don't know whatever happened to her, but that's what we called her Mrs. Lysol. I don't even know her real name, but she would every
Wow.
morning spray us with Lysol up and down and
Wow.
yeah, it's pretty bad. It was. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad nothing,
No, I'm okay.
no
I'm all right.
lymphoma for you.
No, yeah. I already had my cancer, so I'm done and over with it. So
Done and over with.
yeah,
There we go.
absolutely.
High five.
Yeah, high
All
five.
gone.
So, honey, what do you got coming up here? You got some exciting classes. You got some things that you want to get out there, want to do. I know that you have some classes coming up. I know you do, and
Yes, I have some small group, and I also have online, just some fun online, get sweaty, get active, get up type Zoom. Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, I love having the Zoom workouts. I can work out with people all over the country, and we just motivate each other, and we get moving. And it's great seeing some of my friends on there who typically would not have worked out, and they say it was very motivational.
I have not logged in yet to it, so I will.
Okay.
I will.
Okay, I've been asking you for a while
Hey,
now.
I got sick the last time.
All right,
so, yeah.
you got a 3-day pass.
I had a 3-day pass because I got some kind of stomach flu, whatever it was. I don't even know what it was.
Well, I'm glad you feel better.
Thank you, dear. I'm glad I feel better too. How can people get a hold of you if they want more information on what you do and maybe even work with you in some way?
I do have a Facebook page, Erica Trudell.
Okay.
I also, my website currently is under construction.
Oh my gosh.
So I know. I do have a web developer working hard on that. So hopefully TrueResultsFitness.com
Nice.
will be up soon. And then also I have my email at trueresultsfitness@gmail.com. So
Nice.
that's,
Good.
and it's true with no E. True Results.
Two,
all
no
one
E.
word. Yep.
Yep.
No E. Like Trudell.
Trudell.
Like
yes.
Trudell.
I got it. I figured that one
Play
out.
on words.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I have a Reiki class coming up here. Are you going to be part of that?
Oh my God, I can't wait.
Did you forget?
No, I did not.
Okay, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks it's
Okay.
going to be. Yeah.
Okay.
Hands-on. Actually, it's going to be my first class that we're going to be doing hands-on class.
Oh, I
for a
wish my
long
son
time.
was here.
Yeah, what
my
happened with
son was
that?
here.
We should just ship him here.
I know.
Right? Give him a bus pass or something, honey. Get your butt over here now.
No, I
'Cause
got to get him in the Reiki class.
Yes, I would love to have him. You going to come and help me with the Reiki class? I know it's a whole weekend, and I know you're a busy woman and that.
We'll talk.
We'll talk.
We'll talk.
All right. All right. So I kind of feel like it's just because we're friends and everything else that I'm part of your Biggest Loser group. So,
What? What does that mean? What? I don't have loser friends. Hello.
I guess you never watched that show, The Biggest Loser.
You know what? I don't watch TV. I know that sounds weird.
No,
but I really, it just feels I don't know. I just can't stand it.
I had a client that
stand
was on
TV.
The Biggest Loser. It's the only reason I know anything about The Biggest Loser.
Yeah, I'd rather watch a TED Talk or a documentary.
Oh, absolutely.
Or
I listen to
you know.
podcasts all the time and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Zoom classes have been big. I love Zoom classes. And
Yeah.
that, so,
Yeah.
So I have the Reiki class coming up. I
Yeah.
have a Blue Star class, Blue Star Reiki class coming up.
saw that.
It's out of this world.
Oh, God. Ba-dum-bum.
Yes. I have a lot of beautiful things that want to come up that's going to be coming up here and that. Just kind of watch ReikiRod.com and see some of the cool stuff that's going to happen. That I'm excited. I'd love to have you back on anytime. That if you want to co-host with me again or just come and play with me, I would love to. I know. I remember I have a clean mind. You have a dirty mind. So we'll just go with that. All right.
Now it's out. Everybody knows.
And
I'm
her
sorry,
face is 3,000 shades red. I love it.
couldn't
I
help
love it.
I couldn't help it.
Anyway, well, I don't think that way. So it's just, you have a wonderful day, my dear. I am
You
so
too.
happy that you came on and
Thank you
and
for
got
having
to spend
me.
some time with me and everything else and that. And carry on, my dear.
Have a great day, Lord.
You too.